Welcome back. We're going to be talking about Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon. I'm going to use this video as a way to talk about the third in the trilogy and also then talk about Spyro as a whole, because I'd gone 28 years of my life without ever playing a Spyro, and now within the span of a month, I played Spyro 1, 2, and 3. If you've clicked on this video and you haven't watched me talk about Spyro 1 or Spyro 2, maybe pause this and go over there and watch those first. If you go over and watch those, you'll get a pretty good grasp of where I stand with the Spyro trilogy, and my thoughts so far have really ruffled some feathers. Like a teacher telling you that you're about to get an assigned seat at lunch, I've got some bad news for Spyro fans. I think after playing the entire trilogy, that Spyro is just mid. It's no secret I didn't enjoy Spyro 1 that much. I thought it was boring. It wasn't very optimized. However, I did really like Spyro 2. Spyro 2 built on everything that Spyro 1 had created, and I think Spyro 2 is like a perfect sequel. As you can see by my definitely real glasses, things are pretty serious right now. Do you see that chair over there? Come on, pop a squat. Let's learn something real quick. The important thing that we need to learn before I start talking about Spyro 3 and making people very upset is something called listening comprehension. It's something that not everybody had last time on my Spyro 2 video. Listening comprehension is, quote, the ability to understand and interpret meaning from spoken language. There are some key skills in listening comprehension, such as recognizing literal meaning, making inferences, identifying the main idea, and drawing conclusions. I want us to make sure that we use those skills that we just learned right now. Ooh, who do I want? Not this asshole, fuck him. This is the dragon's fault. Why are there eggs scattered around like it's Easter? Why is the mole all locked up? What'd you do? I will say, one little piece of this has been spoiled. I do know that on some levels you get to ride a skateboard. Okay, so yeah, it's all eggs. What? There's zero shot. Zero shot. Yeah. Did Hunter have pants last time? Hi, Daisy.
Spyro. Never thought I'd see one. You dragons used to rule this entire world, you know.
Wow.
All of a sudden you left.
Lore.
Dragons used to live here?
He always looks so surprised. Like he's getting told the worst news possible at all times.
Now on to these test results. My, they're much worse than I thought. My son got a D- on his history test.
This place isn't safe for small dragons and pussycats.
Oh.
Thanks. It's witch school, okay? Say.
What just happened? They made him sound like a computer. I'm gonna put a list right here, just copying the things that I said in Spyro 2. Everything that's listed are things that I think Spyro 2 did infinitely better than Spyro 1. I mean, it wasn't even close. So not even a contest. Everything right here, Spyro 2 did so much better than Spyro 1. The hub worlds were way, way better. The level designs were way, way better. Music was good. The boss fights were amazing. I love the boss fights, especially the final boss fight against Ripto. The variety and the way you need to acquire whatever material it was. In that game, it was orbs. And then the gameplay. Learning moves. Having things that weren't just running around and gliding. This is everything that I needed in a Spyro game. Spyro 2 killed it. I think when it comes to the hub worlds, I think Spyro 3, their hub worlds are very, very good. Everything is laid out well. They seem to be optimized. It's really efficient. The music is good. There are 4 of them. This to me, I think, is the biggest departure from Spyro 2 to Spyro 3, and that is the cute charm and allure that Spyro 2 had. Everything about Spyro 2 was clever or cute, funny. The cutscenes were good. Each world, each level had their own characters that fit the world that you were in. You entered a level and there was a cutscene. You left a level, there was a cutscene. It's very lighthearted and whimsical. And Spyro 3 didn't have that. Spyro 3 felt boring again. All the enemies in Spyro 3 are the same enemy, just dressed up differently, and to me, that is a step backwards. It might not be for everybody, but to me, that is a step backwards. Always having Rhinox just dressed up differently is not nearly as charming as entering a world and seeing something from that level be the enemy. Part of the charm of Ripto's Rage was also the cutscenes and the characters, and they all kind of just disappeared a little bit. The professor we rarely ever see in Spyro 3. Hunter we do a little bit. Elora just was not there. Moneybag is still an asshole. He's still charging you for the disasters that are going on in the world. We get new characters like Bianca, who's the kind of bad guy, but not really. We get to play it. This is new. And this goes along with like the variety in the gameplay mechanic. Getting to play as somebody other than Spyro was actually really neat. That's not something that I expected in a Spyro game. You got to play as 4 new characters. There was Sheila the kangaroo, Sergeant Bird. You could play as Bentley, who I think is just a giant like Yeti monster. And then there was Agent 9. You get to play as each of those characters just randomly sprinkled throughout the game, and I think that's a really nice mix-up compared to just always being Spyro. This does not sound like water music. No! No! Not another... He caught up to me quick. No! How do I avoid that? Finally. Oh my god. That scared the shit out of me. Holy fuck. I even knew it was coming and it scared me. Oh no. Not a racetrack. I'm calling her right now. She's gonna end up being a good person.
We should help her. You're kidding, right?
Stamp it.
She nearly toasted you.
Yeah, but she was aiming at you.
Oh, Moneybags, you asshole. That was well deserved. Favorite character already. These worlds are not nearly as good as Spyro 2. Like this motherfucker.
Just get right in there, huh? Okay, yeah.
Then we can be 2/4 of the way done. Woohoo! Yippee! What kind of Chinese wizardry do you got for me? Oh, it's called muscle. I thought they're gonna grind up some like rhino horn and create some voodoo witch magic. Gah! I need more egg.
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Pee-wee. Damn, okay. I should just die. No fucking way.
I challenged a Rhinoc to a traditional game of cat hockey, but I think I sprained my flipper during training. Would you mind taking my place?
Why is he so sensual? Yeah, it's getting a little hot in here. Ooh la la. Thanks, Baja. Wait, what? Oh. Damn, he fooled me. Damn, the beat drop. Oh, hey! I like their screams. Wow. Radical.
It's radical. Radical. Drink it.
I love that this game has boss fights. I'm a big fan. Big fan. All right. That was kind of fun. This is like the cleric beast.
Okay.
Ooh, this is different. What is this? I did this once in Princess Peach's castle. Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. What are you doing here? Oh, it is. Time to get my ass kicked. Ugh. This dude's like the Gatling gun person in Upper Cathedral Ward. Buddy. Go to the elf, what's your favorite color? We're back to collecting dragons again, but instead of collecting the dragons, it's the dragon eggs that are sprinkled throughout each level. Luckily, it wasn't like Spyro 1 where it was just a straight beeline throughout the world and then you find the dragon. In Year of the Dragon, you have to complete, again, just like Ripto's Rage, different mini games and objectives to get those dragon eggs. It's way better than the first one. It's still not like Ripto's Rage, and this is a huge positive. This is a big, big positive, and this is something that ruffled a lot of feathers. I didn't have to backtrack. I got everything first go around in Spyro 3. I mean, I got it done. Never had to revisit any world. It was great. The levels in Year of the Dragon are so much better than Spyro 1 and slightly better than Spyro 2. Things are spread out, the worlds are bigger, but it's not empty. There's something to do, some place to explore, there's nooks and crannies to find. There's really not a whole lot of complications in getting the dragon eggs. I enjoyed exploring the worlds for the most part in Year of the Dragon. Ripto's Rage was pretty good, Year of the Dragon was much better. Music, they all just blend together. There's not really any tracks other than one that ever stuck out to me in Year of the Dragon, and combining all three together, the music just did not wow me. They felt very average. The only track that stuck out to me was Evening Lake's track. If you've made it this far in the video without just ripping me apart in the comments, go down there, type in a game that you'd like to see me play for the first time. There's tons and tons of games that I've never played before. I was mainly a Nintendo 64 kid, so anything on the PlayStation or the original Xbox would pretty much be fair game. Like, for example, I've never played Halo. That's on my list. So if there's a game or a franchise that's beloved to you and you want to see me play and give my opinion on it, put that in the comments below and I'll add that to my list. Year of the Dragon also had really strange loading screens. It was like this weird, like, pixelated stained glass thing that would just abruptly end like an actual cutscene. Let's get to the biggest disappointment of Year of the Dragon, and that's the final boss fight. What a fucking stinker! Oh my god, it was just so disappointing, so bad. All this build up for a final boss, and fighting Ripto in Ripto's Rage is one of the best boss fights to end the game I think I've ever played. And then going from that to fighting the sorceress is just fucking weak. Ripto had 3 phases. Ripto used another boss from earlier in the game, and in Ripto's fight you had to use all the little skills and abilities and things you picked up along the way to beat him. In fighting the sorceress, it was one boss fight, one health bar, and most of it was done on machines. Like, you were just shooting cannons at her. I don't... Now, Spyro 2 really set the standard on ending boss fights, because fighting Ripto was so much fun. There were 3 phases, phase transitions. I'm expecting a lot. That's what we have to do. This has nothing to do with what we learned in the game. Also, there was no cutscene. Ripto got a cutscene. This is neat. This can't be it. This cannot be the fun. Hi, George. This cannot be it. I refuse. Okay. What? I didn't press anything. What? That is fucking lame. Now this is the part where I'm just going to talk about Spyro Trilogy as a whole. Spyro 1, 1998, Spyro 2, 1999, Spyro 3, 2000, all for the PS1. I think Spyro would have excelled more had they taken a year break in between, but going back to back to back, by the end of Year of the Dragon, it felt like the games were being rushed and pushed out just for the sake of having a game put out. I can understand how and why Spyro was a very, very popular game back in the day, but for me, as an adult playing it in the year 2024, I don't get it. Spyro 1 was boring and bad. Spyro 2 was very, very good. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Had an amazing boss fight. Spyro 3 was okay. It ended very, very sad.